Hello! Today is Friday, September 16th, 2022. So, what have I sewn this week? Well, I fixed a pair of pants for my son because the seam came undone on the butt, in the crotch seam. Yeah, that came undone. I sewed up a fabulous owl. So, on Wednesday, Becky from Aunt Beck's Creations was making an owl, and we had, so I told her, so I have these little envelopes that I'm putting my pattern pieces in. I told her that my owl thing printed out like way big. But it is like way big. This is bigger than the 7 5/8 by 5 5/8. So the scaling is like way off. But anywho, so I will link her channel in the description box. Something's going on with my lighting here. So I was following along as I was going and making the owl. And so here's a little wing that I did. And I did the wings at the exact same time. So basically I had the wings right next to each other, and I just continually stitched right along, sewing the pieces on. And I realized that it didn't have like a tail, but I tried to add a little like tail type thing to the back, but it more so ended up like a little back pocket. So I got like a little pocket to put stuff in the back. I thought that was pretty cool. And then this, it just kind of naturally folded over. So I kind of like it. And if you're wondering what this mop on the top of its head, well, it's a tassel trim. I decided to add like a little headband tassel trim. Give it like little bangs and stuff. Looked a little bare. It needed something. And then I have my eyeballs. So I did felt for the piece and sewed it on the fabric before I sewed it together. Well, I did sew around it, and then I realized, you know what, I want to add the eyes and everything before I stitch around, because then I don't have to hand sew it. I added that, and then I took the different color and I added the beak, and the beak is the same color as I did the back pocket. And the outlay is just black, and then I took like a tan circle for the eye piece, and then I did some buttons. I was thinking about using a different button, and I was looking, I just kind of opened up my button drawer and looked, and I was going to use a different one, and then I saw this one. I'm like, oh, that's the one that I need to use, is those little buttons. So I put those on there, and they work perfect. And then I realized that it was just kind of a little bit long, like there to there. It's just a little long, and it just kind of looked bare. So without anything, it just kind of looked bare. So I had this little tassel stuff that I got from Hobby Lobby. I loved all the colors. And sometimes I think, well, maybe I needed to get some that wasn't so colorful, maybe some plain stuff. But you know what? I got little tassels, and that's what I have. So that's what I'm sticking with. And it has that little trim piece, and I just kind of sewed that around. So, and so this trim piece, it's sewn on there, but it doesn't interfere with the pocket because of the way I sewed it. And then the bottom here, I used a different fabric. So it's the same fabric as I used for the innards of this pocket. So I have that on the bottom. And I did a 2-layer, and I put interfacing on both of the 2 pieces of the bottom. And so I put the interfacing, and then I cut a little slit on the bottom, like on the inside piece, and filled it up with the bead stuff. So I had some like little like plastic bead stuffing. Let me show it to you. Alright, I have this little beading like stuffing stuff. It's like a little plastic bead, like a, with like these little pieces, and you can't even see it. It's so hard to show. But there's just these little pieces, and what it came from is I have like an old raggedy and the toy like doll thing, and it got a hole in it, and I was gonna fix it, but I took all the stuffing and saved it so I could put it back in there later. Well, it's still sitting up there, and I haven't done anything with it, but I had this, and I'm like, you know what? I could use rice, I could use something else, but I'll just use this stuff and stuff it in the bottom. And then I stitched up the little tiny slit that I made after I stuffed it. I stitched that up, and then stuffed it with some batting stuff. Now, so the stuffing I used actually was some stuffing that was like little pieces that was from an old pillow. Like, I'd washed a pillow and it like blew up in my washer. Like literally, like fluff everywhere. It clogged up my pump on my washer machine, the little filter part. It clogged that up, and I had to clean that out almost every wash. It was still working its way through. And so I took what fluff there was that I gathered up, and I saved it, and I made sure it got dry, and then I stuffed it in a bag and I saved it. Yeah. What'd I do? But yeah, so this is my little owl. I hadn't shown it on my Facebook or Instagram page yet, but I'm going to. I just haven't done it. But yeah. It's cute. And then this is the other owl that I made and that I showed last Friday sews. And I'd had added a little thing there. And I haven't done much with that. Alright. So instead of doing this video, I've been wasting my time because I have other things I need to be doing. Like, I need to be loading up some garbage and taking it to the dump. And I just haven't done that yet. I'm postponing. So instead of doing the video, I was sitting here making little, like, circle tags. Like little, ATCs. Like little circle ATCs. And they're like 2.5 inches. So, we heard about this Circle ATC. So, it's being hosted by Beth Schuller. And she's already passed out all the names and everything. But when she had first talked about it, and I know she's not the first one that's done this. There's lots of people that go around and do these circle things. But when she first talked about it, I guess it was maybe last week, I was taking the garbage out and noticed that right on the top, my husband had thrown away some like playing cards. And they had like these little baby shark things. So I took those playing cards and cut them into circles and took the names of each thing and put the name of the shark on each piece. Utilizing what I have. And then I had some circles, like some circle stickers. And I don't know where I put those exactly. They're around here somewhere in this mess. But I had some circle stickers. And I just took them, and they were like the exact right size, like 2.5-inch circles. And I took them and I stuck them on the back side of this baby shark, because on the other side of it is like the like baby shark family and stuff on the other side. That was on all of them, the same thing on all of them, but for each one on the opposite side was a different character of the sharks with different pictures too. You know, you got this grandma shark, and now if I can just find a different picture, because those two were the same. That one's the same. And that one's the same. I know Grandma Shark has a different picture besides this picture. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so here's another Grandma Shark picture. And here's another one. But then a lot of them are like that. You can tell that she's missing some teeth there. Alright. Unlike Grandpa Shark. You know, different pictures, a little bit here and there. Like that one. So, I dropped one. So I basically took and cut out all the circles from all the cards that I had. Well, all of the baby shark cards. And came up with quite a collection of cards that I'm doing. But granted, we only needed to make a couple of them. But I've made quite a few. But I am doing extras because I offer to do extras. And so I have extra names. And so, instead of doing my video and doing this, I was watching a YouTube and making my little circle things. So I just have these cute little pictures that I've added to these cards. You know, like make them all colorful. It's all colorful little pictures. Like this one here too. Let's see, I just got these little pictures. Like this one here, I did all like, I didn't use a stamp for this one. I just drew it all freehand. And then I was like, you know what? It would make it much better just to have a stamp. So I did this one. I got the little butterflies and a little flower stamp and the butterfly stamp. And this is freehand, and the grass is freehand. And then the little flower, it's like the flower that I like to use on all my labels. And the stuff that I make, I'll have that little flower. Even my intro video, if you haven't seen that, I'm drawing that little flower there that you see. And so I'll show you one that you can see a little better. I have that little flower there. And I had a little stamp that had that little flower. Like little teeny tiny stamp there. Had that little flower. And I used that for my flower thing. Because there's a little flower that I drew. But yeah. So I've been making little, like, circle ATC cards, artist trading cards. And it's been fun. I've even colored them a little bit, like made little different colors on the edges. I originally didn't do that, and then I added some, and then some of them I messed up, like right here I accidentally skedaddled and like skidded and made a mark on the page. Alright, so also all this week, so this is just like the last like little bit. I have been working on the project Dress a Girl dresses, the Allison tent dress. Now, tomorrow I am going to have my video up, which I still need to record, by the way. But I'm going to get that done today, so that it can be posted first thing tomorrow morning. So I have it scheduled. I have the project Dress a Girl dresses schedule, like my video going to come up tomorrow. Is my day, and I finished the Allison tent dresses. I will give you a little sneak peek really fast, and then I will show you a closer up view tomorrow. There, that's all you get to see. So if you want to see it in slow motion, you can like take that little like gearbox on the top of your screen or wherever it is, and you can slow it down so you can see it slowly. Alright, well, I guess I better wrap this up. I will talk to you all next time, and don't forget to check out my video I will be having posted tomorrow about Project Dress a Girl. Alright, thank you. Have a wonderful day. Stay creative. Bye now.